If you're an online service provider and you're relying on outbound prospecting or paid ads or something like that, and you want to start making content, but you don't know exactly how you can start making content. You don't know what strategy, how to come up with ideas that will actually generate the right kind of eyeballs that will be beneficial for your business. I made this video for you because in this video, I am going to walk you through exactly how you can come up with your own content strategy that is just custom to you and will generate you the right kind of eyeballs which you can convert into paying clients. So I was doing research for my own content strategy, and I started studying all of these big B2B content creators who've literally made millions from their content, right? And I found this common theme between them. All of them know exactly who they're making the content for. They know who they're making the content for. They know their ICP, right? So all they do in their content, quite literally, all they do in their content is take their ICP from their unwanted state, their current unwanted state, the state they don't want to be in, which is this, into their desired states, their dream outcomes. That's all they do in their content, right? So before I show you exactly how they do this in their content, let me walk you through a concept. Basically, in order to come up with a content strategy that it will be beneficial for your business, you need to understand what a content pillar is. Basically, a content pillar is just a general topic that you will talk about in your content. That's it. A general topic that you talk about in your content. For instance, Alex Hormozi, he talks about general business, right? But some of his content pillars are about lead generation, lead nurturing. Some of his content, that's just the stuff, business advice, life experience. Those are his content pillars. So your content pillars are the general topics you talk about in your content. But I found out that people like Serge Guattari or Ravi Abuvala, or those people who've literally made millions from their content pillars are just basically the steps their ICP would have to go through to get from their current unwanted state to their dream state. The steps they go through is their content pillar. For instance, Serge Guattari, for instance, his ICP is people who have service-based business, right? But don't have any clients, right? So the pain here is you don't have any clients for your business. You don't have anything for your service-based business, right? And all he does in his content is taking them from that pain to that dream outcome. And his content pillars are the steps you would need to take to get to that dream outcome. For instance, if you want to get clients, if you have a service-based business and you want to get clients, the first thing you need to do is craft an offer, which would be Serge Guattari's first content pillar, crafting an offer. In this content pillar, you talk about everything about offer creation, right? Making an offer that is so good that people can't say no to. That's all he does in this content pillar. The second step you need to do is generate leads. He would be talking about different strategies and stuff of generating leads and stuff and nurturing them. The next thing you need to do is convert those leads. And in this step, he'll talk about all the different conversion mechanisms and stuff he leverages to convert those leads. The next pillar is delivering a good service, and he talks about delivering a good service. That's his entire content strategy, right? But based on these content pillars, right, he has FAQs. He makes content about frequently asked questions. Stuff that people are asking. For instance, offer creation, right? When he talks about offer creation, probably people are Googling how to create an offer that people can't say no to, how to create an irresistible offer, Alex Hormozi's offer creation framework. And all you do is make content about those FAQs so that when people Google those terms, he's the one who shows up. That's his entire content strategy. So let me show you an example here. But just in case, if you have any questions or you need any free one-on-one help, I do have a free WhatsApp group down below. So if you join it, you can just talk to me directly and I'll help you, I'll guide you absolutely for free. I'm not trying to push you into anything you're not ready for. I'm just trying to provide as much value as I humanly can. So let me give you an example. Let's assume you're selling short form content, right? Your ICP would be an entrepreneur who wants to make short form content. That's your ICP, right? And currently, the unwanted states that they are probably in is they currently have no views and they have no leads. And what they want to be in is have a ton of views and ton of leads in their community and stuff like that. That's where they want to be. And your duty as a service provider who's trying to make content to attract this kind of person is to make content and guide them through all of these steps. Your content pillars will be basically guiding all of these people through these steps one by one. That's your content pillar. Again, your content pillars are the broad topics you talk about in your content. Those are your content pillars. A step that your ICP would need to go through is make the short form content. They would need, a second step they would have to go through is generate leads through that short form content. The third step they would need to go through is actually nurture those leads. The fourth step they would have to go through is convert those leads. So all of these steps then become your content pillars, and it's your duties to find the FAQs under all of these content pillars and make content about them. Once you do that, when people search up that particular problem, your name will come up. For instance, some FAQs about making short form content is: how do I script my short form content? How do I edit my short form content? How do I post my short form content correctly? That is an FAQ. Those are the FAQs that people are actively looking for. And under all of these topics, and these topics are on their own are broad topics that you can make your own content, that you can generate your own content ideas for. For instance, scripting. You can literally break down hooks and scripts of other creators in your content. In editing, you can literally show how other people are editing their content, the tactics, the skills, the techniques they're using, the effects they're using to edit their content to retain retention, right? Posting correctly, you can make content about that. These are the stuff, these are the FAQs that people are actively looking for. Lead gen, when people have the eyeballs from making short form content, how do they generate leads from their content, right? You'll probably be looking up, how do I make lead magnets for my short form content? How do I optimize my bio or in profile for lead gen? How do I build an email list from short form content? That's the kind of stuff they're looking at. And if you're curious, how do you find these FAQs, right? You can literally find these FAQs on a website called alsoasked.com. Website literally called peoplealsoasked.com, and you can literally put in the keywords that people are looking up. Or you can literally go on YouTube, right, and just type the keywords that you think under your specific content pillar. For instance, you're about to talk about making short form content. So making short form content. That's the stuff I looked up. But making short form. People are looking at making short form content, make shorts for YouTube, making shorts for money, like create short form content. That's the stuff people are looking at. Make short video for Instagram. That's the kind of stuff people are Googling. So you can literally leverage these. These are FAQs. These are also FAQs, right? You can literally leverage those and you make your own piece of content about it. But here's the thing. I know that these are not the best examples out there. This is not the best example out there. But if you implement this strategy that I'm about to tell you right now, you will be on top. Like, it will help you. If you implement it correctly, you'll be on top. And here's another thing, right? Another quick tip. The lower the search term is, the more people, the less content there is about it. For instance, this video, make short video for Instagram. A lot of people are looking that up, but there's not a lot of content about that specific topic. So you can literally leverage that piece, that search term there, and make content about it. So yeah, that's an insight. Another thing you can do is literally type the content pillar you need to make content about is, maybe scripting short form content. You can literally type scripting short form content. And you add Reddit, right? You add Reddit. It'll literally show you what people are actually asking for in their short form content. You can literally go and do more research in those subreddits, right? And filter it, like sort those subreddits by the hottest topics, and you see what's actually like trending, what people are actively asking, and you can literally also make content about that topic that is also trending. Another thing is you can The best way that I like to do is use ChatGPT. You can literally tell ChatGPT, right, your ICP, who your ICP is, and then ask them what are the frequently asked questions, what are the FAQs those people are asking under insert your content pillar. So my ICP is entrepreneurs who want to make short form content. What are entrepreneurs who want to make short form content frequently asked questions about scripting short form content? What are entrepreneurs who want to make short form content frequently asked questions about editing short form content? What are entrepreneurs who want to make short form content frequently asked questions about nurturing leads from short form content? You know, then you can ask them, give you like 20 examples or something like that, and it will give you pretty good ideas. For instance, I did this morning for this YouTube video, right? I got pretty good ideas. How do I nurture leads without coming off as too pushy? How can I measure the effectiveness of my lead nurturing campaign? Like stuff like that. For instance, how do I nurture that leads that are not ready to buy but are interested in my content? Like, how can I use retargeting ads to nurture my short form content leads? Like, these are all, relevant stuff that people are looking up, right? And you have to keep in mind, ChatGPT has been trained on most of the information on the internet. So if it says these are FAQs, it's probably right, but you can be the judge of that. So yeah, this is exactly how you come up with your own content strategy. And I will also have to add, right, another thing that big creators do, right, these big B2B creators do is that they leverage trends, stuff that is currently trending, right? So you realize that, people who are making need scripting, right, they leverage stuff that is already trending. This example that I'm about to share with you may probably be a bad example, but that's the only one I can come up with off the top of my head. So, instance, if copywriting is trending, right, you can literally make content about how to script content as how to script short form content as a copywriter, or stuff like that. You know what I mean? How to script short form content to sell your AI infrastructure. If AI infrastructure is trending, then you make content like leverage trends in your content. That's what I mean. And if you really look at the content that these people, these big creators are putting out, right, they're really just, repeating the same stuff over and over and over and over again. But they're just leveraging different trends. That's the only difference. They're leveraging trends, stuff that is trending. So yeah, if you're afraid that you ever run out of ideas, don't be afraid. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is that you may probably think that, if I tell my ICP exactly how to get from their unwanted state to their dream state, they'll probably not come to me and buy my stuff. But here's the thing. There are two things that may happen if you do this. The first thing is that they may implement what you're telling them to do in your content, right? They may implement it and they may get results, right? And then they would have built goodwill, and eventually they'll trust you so much that when you sell something else, they'd come and buy that. Or the second thing that may happen is that they would be so overwhelmed by the amount of information you're giving in your content that they literally just give up or just pay you to implement it for them. Those are the only two things that can happen. And either way is good. But the last one of, giving up, that's sad. But either way, apart from the giving up, is good. So don't be afraid. Don't hold back when you're making, when you're making value-based content. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. So if you have any questions whatsoever, and if you need any free one-on-one help, you can join my free WhatsApp group down below, and you can ask me any questions you want, because I don't have a lot of members in there, and I'd really appreciate it if you join. So yeah, and if this is your second or more video, feel free to subscribe.